for the comments box.
Right. It's going to be empty. There we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Gene Fetty back at you with another episode of our All Access podcast. Today, we are kicking off the first of what will be a bunch of episodes, not in a row, just sprinkled through the year. But we're calling these the 20 group sessions. I've mentioned it on the podcast before. Myself and Melissa run the PDR 20 group. And I thought it would be cool to bring some of our members in and have discussions about themselves, because I really think the group is full of amazing people. But also the growth that so many members have experienced is just more than we could have ever thought that we were going to see when we started that group 5 years ago. But anyways, joining us tonight, a couple of OG 20 group members. We have Andy and Amanda Patrick from Dapper Dent Repair in Dixon, Tennessee. That's just outside of Nashville. And Andy, of course, of Ginger Bros podcast fame. I'm sure you all recognize him. Anyways, guys, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for coming on.
Absolutely. Thank you
for
for
having us.
Yeah, of course. Of course. So you guys are a team, much like Melissa and myself.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted to get a little background on maybe how you guys got together and how you ended up as a dent repair shop.
We get together.
That's quite the story.
It really is.
We're here for stories.
So we actually met online. It's kind of like a Facebook-ish site for singles, more or less, and it was supposed to connect you with people locally. Some reason she was 4.5 hours away and came across my feed, and she had a picture of her Doberman. I had a Doberman as a puppy, so I reached out like, yeah, beautiful dog. And instead of, like some of the weirdo random stuff you get on like dating sites that people see, so I was actually a normal human being.
Right.
And, so I reached out to her and started going from there. And how long ago was that?
Oh gosh. Well, we started dating in 2011.
Nice.
February, yeah.
At the same time I was going back to Dent Wizard, so she came into my life about the same time PDR came into my life again. So,
Yep.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm glad Destiny set you up, and whatever glitched out got you together. And I'm also really glad that I've never had to look at online dating. I don't think I want to.
It gets really weird.
Yeah. We were dating when websites were a new thing, so it's really old school.
Yeah, we were both previous marriages and stuff, and just kind of, it's hard when especially we both had kids, after the marriages and stuff. So it's hard to get out there and mingle like people get to.
Sure.
So you got to find other avenues, and just like I said, it worked out.
Well, that's great. Yeah, and you guys are like a power couple now. So that's I really think it was. Oh, I do. You guys are rock stars.
Thank you, brother.
So you said you were with Dent Wizard, or back at Dent Wizard. Were you with Dent Wizard 2 times?
I was with them from 03 to 05. Quit. I was working at the Mannheim Auto Auction when I quit. There was like 8 of us there. Like, I don't know if you've heard of Steve Carpenter. He's like bigwig in Dent Wizard now. He was actually a tech with me.
Oh, nice.
There was probably 6 others of us. There's probably about enough work for one of us. So we were all like scrounging. I was like, I'm going to starve to death.
So I quit.
Yeah. And I should have kept in the PDR, but I was 21, 22 years old. Like, there was no drive there. So quit that and found some factory work down here in Dixon. I kind of hopped factories for a while. And then, I was working for $9.50 an hour at this little place called AELP Lighting down here. And Dent Wizard called me again. He's like, hey, you want to come back? I was like, absolutely. I'll quit right now. Like, let's go.
Right.
So,
anything to get me out of this place.
Yes, it was so miserable. Like I said, $9.50 an hour. It was just struggling. So at least I will say the factory life is what got me my work ethic to do, help make this successful now. So I am appreciative of that, but I never want to see another factory.
I don't blame you. So that's got to be just going in and grinding it out, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's
12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I feel like a lot of hail is like that. The times that I've gone out and done hail on the road really feels a lot like, I've never worked a factory job, but I've always likened it to, man, I bet this is what it's like to go to the factory.
Oh, yeah.
It pays a little better.
Right.
But
Pays a little better, and
lot
you get a little
better.
more freedom. You're not stuck to a machine for 12 hours just catching parts or making parts work right. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, it's,
right.
you get a little freedom in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then you Dent Wizard back, what did you say, around 2011?
Yeah, around
Okay.
2011.
It
Like I
would have
said,
been about a year, I think, more like 2012,
okay, sure.
something like that.
She knows dates better than me, obviously.
Well, that's good.
But 2012, they called back, and I went back and started off at CarMax. They were going to send me back to training. They was like, let's see what you can do. They gave me an Ultima fender, body line dent. I was like, I'm not going back to St. Louis. So I cleaned it up nice. They're like, I think you'll be all right. I was like, you're right, I'll be all right. Like, I'm not going back to St. Louis.
Not staying in the apartment for 6 weeks or whatever.
Yeah. Jumped into CarMax life. Was doing really good with that. BMW store opened up. Got into there. Was doing good. And then they got a little greedy. They started not wanting to fix everything like they were before and stuff like that. So I got to a point. I started setting up my side accounts. So I was like, well, I got this free time. They're not helping me get anything, so I'm going to start building something. Then I noticed my side accounts were outweighing my Dent Wizard accounts. So I was like, all right, time for the leap of faith. So, and it's obviously worked out well.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh yeah.
And how about you, Amanda? What's your background before?
Well, I guess my first job was just working retail in like a clothing store, moved to a call center where I had to answer customer service phone calls. From there, I probably went to one of my favorite jobs ever. I was a vet tech for years.
Oh, cool.
And then I left there to open a grooming shop. So I had a little bit of experience in running my own business for a time, but I went into that with a business partner, didn't pan out. And then from that point, I transitioned into being a stay-at-home mom. After several years, I ended up working as inside sales for an industrial electronics distributor.
Okay.
And that's about the time that I met Andy. But I kind of dabbled in wanting to learn. I like self-taught photography and online Photoshop stuff here and there, which is really come in handy now that we have a business.
Yeah, if you
meet marketing materials.
Yeah, side note, go check out Dapper's social media.
It's all her.
Knocks it out of the park with that stuff.
She does. She's jumping into phones and everything. Yeah, you should have seen the making of that. That was awesome. I got to be behind the scenes laughing.
I have the vertical leap of like a rock. I didn't know I was that out of shape.
That happens. So anyways, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I did want to plug that. Like, go check out their socials. You guys kill it on social. So you started doing some self-taught photography.
Self-taught photography. That's kind of what I was doing when I first moved here. Got my real estate license. I did real estate for maybe 5 years. But around the time, and I'm sure we'll get to the timeline here, but about the time we purchased our shop, I was here more than I was free to market and promote my real estate business. So I just put that license into like a retirement status. I can always go back to it later if I want, but I thought my time was better invested here on that in Dapper Dent Repair.
And I think that has been a pretty good investment.
Yes, I do not regret that decision. Everybody asks me, do you miss it? And I say no, and I don't regret the decision at all.
That's awesome. So that was like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right? Yeah. So side note and happy shop-iversary.
Thank you.
It's been like exactly 3 years since you guys got your shop. And I can remember going back to the 20 group, right? With, hey, are we going to make this move? What are we going to do? How does it look? Mm-hmm. And you guys you took the leap of faith and made it happen and made an awesome shop out of it to boot.
I mean, our nerves were like, buying a shop. Like our life revolves around a lot of leap of faith, and so far it has worked out pretty great. So.
It really has. Like I have this picture of Andy that I saved because when we bought the shop, I still had my real estate license, and we hit a hiccup. It didn't appraise. We were going to either have to walk away or come out with a lot of money out of pocket above and beyond our 20% down. And I was like, just give me a minute and we can try to find additional comps. And it all worked out. We were able to prove value but we hit hiccups, but if you stick with it, it seems like it works out.
That's like, I have a rule that we follow, and that's to always operate from an abundance mindset.
Yes.
Every time without fail, I pull back and I get scared and I'm like, I don't know. And if I make a decision based on fear, it seems like it always works out negatively. And every time I take that leap of faith, like you guys did, where I'm like, it's just going to work out. It's going to work out how it's supposed to work out. Let's do it. We know it can do it. And boom, sure enough, it does it. You know,
Right.
It's amazing just how that works, you know.
For sure.
That's what I'm the idea guy, and she's the brains to make the ideas that I have happen.
Yeah.
And like once I didn't think it was happening, I was like just done.
Yeah.
And she's the one that's going to keep pushing through to
That
figure it
picture,
out.
that picture I've mentioned of him, he looks so defeated in that moment. And I took a picture without him knowing of him. He's sitting there like with his hand on his face, like in deep thought, like he's really thinking hard, and he just looks so discouraged. And I was like, I'm going to document this so we can look back at this moment and say, we made it work. We figured out how to make it work, and we didn't fail at the end of the day.
That's awesome. That's really cool. And it's really awesome that you grabbed a picture of that. That's something, you know, that you guys will cherish forever.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's it's one of those pivotal moments where you're like, you dig your heels in and you're like, you almost feel like you demand it from the universe. Right?
Absolutely.
Like, no, I will not take no for an answer. I'm gonna do it. And it rewards you every time that happens.
For sure. It has, for sure.
Yeah. And the shop is beautiful. We've been down for two of your toy drives now, I think.
I think you've come to 3.
Maybe it is 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think, was this the 3rd one?
I think so.
Yeah, and you were at the very first one because you played auctioneer when it came to do the drawing.
There we go. 3. Yeah. But it's always a great time to come down, and we have a good time in Nashville as long as it doesn't try to kill us.
That's why we stay out of Nashville.
We don't go to downtown.
We have learned to not party in Nashville because
right.
A good way to get out of control very quickly.
That's what we're like. We'll go eat with you guys, and then we're going home. You guys do whatever afterwards.
That's the smart play. Yeah, that's the smart play. Or even, you know, we did the 20 group meetup this year, and we're like, we're just going to stay here. We've got some drinks. We went out and got some cigars. The fight was on. Like, we'll just keep it low key, and you all can go out and have a blast. See you in the morning.
Right. I would rather do that personally anyway. Like, because I feel like you go to the bars, you're not getting to talk anymore because it's so loud, and we're all coming from so many places getting to see each other. I would rather sit around and talk, and I enjoy that way more.
I agree completely. Yes, you get to have actual conversation and relax and chill out. Yes, 100%. 100%.
Jam.
Mine too. So what have you added to the shop besides PDR? How have you grown over the last few years? I mean, you've grown a long time or a lot in the time that I've known you, but over the last 3 years with the shop, what are some of the moves you guys have made to grow?
So we started by adding ceramic coating, watching Matt Moore with the mini services and stuff. And I've always been a close follower, close friend of Matt's, I feel like, and anything he's trying to do, I'm trying to do. I always joke that I'm like the Temu Matt Moore, like, yeah, he's this guy, but you can get me for a little less,
Nice.
But no, so adding ceramic coating and then wheel repair, we sub that out, but it's great. And we're not making killings off of these extra services, but it's bringing more cars into the shop to look at for potential upsells on PDR.
Yep.
So, and it's nice just to be an answer for everybody. Even if it's something we don't do, we want people to come here first. So we're trying to answer everybody that, reaches out to us about anything.
Well, and that's a really great way to be the solution. We're here at Dent Repair Now, right? We're always happy to be able to offer solutions.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what do I do here? How do we do this? Who can we go see for this? Like, we try to be yes instead of no, get the hell out of here. We don't want to talk to you.
And I feel like customers remember that, because even if you personally can't help them in that moment, they're going to remember the customer service you provided in helping them find that solution. And then they're going to be more likely to come back when they do have a dent or when they do want to have their car ceramic coated.
Exactly. And it's the long play,
mm-hmm.
right? Like, and it shouldn't be anything special. But today, customer service and taking care and caring about people really is something that matters. Like it's
Absolutely.
kind of mind blowing that.
I know it's hard to find a lot of places too. Like we look for people to help with services, and it frustrates me more now owning the business to know how we take care of our customers, seeing how these people we're trying to give money to for jobs is treating us. It's like, no, like
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I hate it.
Ridiculous.
So, but yeah, on top of the services we've added, we've flown through this. Second year in the shop, we added Ray Slade. He's my right-hand man. He's the dude. Like he can do it all here. He started full-time PDR in January, but he can write CCC estimates. He was doing our ceramic coating. He's doing my R&I. Like he's that dude. So huge shout out to him.
Jack of all trades at the shop.
Yeah, love him to death. And then after that, a year later, we hired. He was kind of wanting to move in a different, the PDR position. So we hired JJ to take over ceramic coatings. JJ's cool. JJ he's a go-getter. He's still a little younger. Ray's our age, so I think just life lessons have got him to where he needs to be.
Mature.
Yep. Yeah, JJ's a little younger. We're kind of the parent figures for him, I think, sometimes, like just trying to guide him in the right direction. But he cares about the place. He wants to work. He shows up, and that's hard to find these days even. So
I was going to say, really, what more can you ask for than somebody who's treating and cares about your business, your baby, that cares like that? That's we can have a little extra kid glove care for somebody like that.
Yeah, I'm more of a tough love guy, but yeah.
I'm more the kid glove person. I'm the one that's going to be a little bit more careful and tactful in my responses.
Right.
And to add to what he said, we actually have added a third position. We've hired for a front office person, and our goal would be for that position to maybe eventually transition into like a shop manager. So really, since getting the shop in 3 years, we've added 3 full-time positions in addition to me and Andy, and then a part-time position, which is our transportation guy. He transports our wholesale vehicles.
Retired guy. He's retired, so we just call him up and he'll handle, driving for us. So that's really handy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I promise, as a business owner, and certainly as a dent technician, you're not making money if you're driving cars around.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Especially to Nashville, like 45 minutes away. That's, almost a 2-hour trip back and forth. So yeah, I'd rather be pushing.
That's a long trip.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's happy to do it. So he's bored. Like I said, retired. So he's bored. It's like, all right, we'll keep you busy.
Right. Yeah. Right. So did you guys ever think, and maybe Andy, is more of a question for you because you were doing PDR before you found Amanda. Did you ever think that you were going to take this crazy trade of fixing dents out of a pickup truck, right? Because you started with the Whiz, so that literally is like chucking a truck, and I did it the same thing. Did you ever think you were going to grow it to a business where you're helping to support other families, you're supporting your own family and growing? Like, did you ever see that happening? When you started?
Not at all. Like I said, I was so ecstatic that then when they called me back, I was like, well, I'm here for life now. You know what I mean? This is because I thought like working in them factories, I was like, I wish I regretted not pushing dents anymore. Like I was like, if I ever got the opportunity, I'm sticking with it. And I still have stuck with it, but I thought I was a Dent Wizard lifer, but it just didn't work out. And then after when I decided to quit, I had my side accounts. It was a mobile route. I figured that would be my thing, just go around, fix some dents, go home when I want, And I did not expect it to grow into what we have here. Sometimes I'm like, what are we doing? Like we could have had a lot easier.
There's days where I'm like, man, I should just go back to a truck and a gun case and a light, and that's it.
But I'm a whip. I think about all them guys when it's cold outside, working in parking lots, writing up cars, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll go to my heated shop.
Walk over and turn the thermostat up. Okay, that's a little better.
Right. Yeah. So it's been a huge shock to see where we came to, and this is a 20 group conversation. This was a lot of it had to do with the 20 group pushing us to grow and be more successful and do bigger things than what we were doing. So we always tell everybody, you know, this, that 20 group, I owe a lot of success to the 20 group.
Well, we certainly appreciate that, but make no mistake that you two working together and making it happen and taking those leaps of faith is where the real magic happens. We were just there to help push you over the edge or catch you when you were starting to fall. But
Right.
you know, it's don't sell yourselves short. And I remember having conversations with you when we were starting the group, and you were like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
What? Like, Andy, everything about you has been awesome. And you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm right for this.
Bad imposter syndrome. I mean, you had like Don Cavanaugh. There were some big hitters in this group. I'm like, where'd you even find me at?
I don't remember how I found you. It doesn't matter.
We went back to the first video just to kind of watch and see what it was. Andy did not speak the entire Zoom call. And so the imposter syndrome was real because you see all these people who, from our perspective, were really well-known techs that had very well-established businesses that knew what they were doing. What could we possibly contribute to the conversation? And so, yeah, we were like, gosh, why? How did this happen? Somebody made a mistake. But we actually,
Andy Patrick,
we ended up being exactly where we needed to be because we were surrounded by a lot of people who had already cleared the hurdles and challenges that we were going to face as business owners. And we were kind of literally given this little roadmap of advice and suggestions. And literally all we had to do is take it and apply it to our business.
Well, and that's really part of the beauty of the group is that collective, like the old Paul Corden always says it like that, rising tide lifts all ships. Mm-hmm. And our 20 group is a rising tide. Like
absolutely.
It's like when you latch on, you're going for a ride and you're going up. Like that's just all there is to it. But also, you guys have brought a lot to the group. Do you know what I mean? The perspectives you've brought, the camaraderie, man. Like you guys are you're always embracing the family, right? When we do our meetups, right? For the audience, when we do our meetups, we have our meetup, whatever it is, and then dinner we call family dinner, right? And we bring it all together. And you two have just completely embodied that aspect.
Like, we are family. That's how I see it. Like we're close to it.
Yes.
Yeah. We share stuff with the group that we don't share anywhere else. You know what I mean? So to me, that's family. So.
Yep. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. And man, we just couldn't be more proud of how much you guys have grown and how you've come from, like me, are you sure I'm here? And now you've got your podcast, you've got the great show here, your characters at MTE when Bert and Ernie show up, and I mean it's been really incredible to see you guys grow in this way.
Thank you.
So growth is good and ups are good. I also like to keep it real and like not necessarily portray the whole like everybody's world is perfect social media picture. What's something you guys have struggled with? Like or what haven't you struggled with? That's a bigger
list than the successes. It's been a whole journey.
Like going back to your perception of the 20 group, you're like, man, there's some big hitters in here. And what are we doing here? Well, we've all are successful, like, and you were successful or you wouldn't have been in the group, right? Like that's just where it's at. But every one of us that has climbed up some sort of mountain or hill or whatever you want to call it has had a lot of struggles to get there. Mm-hmm. Right. Like, and I think that it's just important for people who are trying to grow and trying to get better to understand that, like, if from the outside, it may look spectacular, but it's not always spectacular. It's not certainly not always easy.
Right. Sure. I can start. I think first failure, not non-success, was like our bookkeeping, CPAs. We've been through, I think we're on our 7th or 8th CPA. It's been in 5 years. Yeah. It's been insane. So
I don't know what's going on with that, but I think we found a good fit
We're
now,
good
so
now.
we're good.
Yeah. So many of them non-communicative, like don't want to get in, don't help. And every one of them I tell like, I need you to talk to me. I don't know what I'm doing. You're the person that knows what you're doing. Like, tell me what to do.
Right. You are the professional. Help me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And in terms of like losses, I mean, there's little ones that could add up to bigger things. Like we had a hailstorm in 23 and it was small. We got a hailstorm last year. It was big.
We're still working on cars.
And, there are things that we could have done better or differently to make the whole process smoother on us. And that's been a learning experience. That's the thing. That's the reality of it. Like, I think I referred to the 20 group as like it's a roadmap. These people's like, here's what we did, but that doesn't mean you don't have potholes along the way. And so you still are learning through some of your own hiccups and your mistakes. I think another loss is we probably should have looked at hiring some of these more recent positions that we had come available. We should have looked at hiring those sooner. We put a lot of unnecessary stress on ourselves that cut into like our personal time too, away from work. That's something we probably should have not been so scared to do. And done that sooner too.
Yeah, and then we should have say here lately. We probably should have been a little more in depth with our hiring. Maybe just put it that way. Like try to take a little more time to kind of consider everything and put it to the test and see what worked best for us. Because we are in the process of swapping that new role over. So wish we'd have thought that out a little bit better too.
I don't think Keith Costantino is a smart guy, but I don't think he came up with this philosophy. But I learned it from him, and that is hire slow, fire fast.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Like do all of your due diligence before you pull that trigger on a person. And then if it's not working, rip that Band-Aid off as fast as you can and get them out. Cause it's just no good to keep them around. For sure.
Right.
And that's why we're kind of set on that 90-day probationary period now. We hired Ray, we hired JJ. There really wasn't nothing in place like that. But now we kind of got that, like, here's what we got. Like, we got to make sure you're going to work within this time period or you're not going to work at all.
Yep.
So,
yep, absolutely. So one thing we do, and Matt, we went to dinner with Matt Moore at MTE. And it was supposed to be a little bigger group, and it ended up just being me, Melissa, and Mac and Matt.
Oh, perfect.
Really cool. I mean, it worked out really great. And, after a busy day at MTE, it's kind of nice to just sit down and have a quiet dinner. But we were talking about hiring practices and something that me and Melissa like to do before we make a hire is when we think we have the right person, we like to go to dinner with them. And if they have a significant other, their significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that, and a nice, not like a fancy dinner, but I mean, you're going to sit there and an hour and a half, long enough that people get comfortable. Guard down a little bit. That has been a really good strategy for us. And when I told Matt Moore they're Matt Moore, Timu Matt Moore, take him to Tater Shack for dinner or something. I haven't been to Tater Shack, by the way.
Man, you're missing out. We got to get you there.
I do like some taters. So
maybe we should have like a tater bar at the next
for
kids meet up. We'll have them cater it.
That's perfect. But anyways, Matt was like, man, I never thought of that. And I was like, wow, I thought of something that Matt Moore didn't think about. I was I'm proud of myself for that.
See, we actually, because you guys have discussed that with us before, and that's what we did with Ray. We took Ray and his wife out before he started, so we can, any concerns that the significant other has that's not going to be working here, you can hash that all out right there, and everybody feels comfortable in a hiring. So we really took that to heart when you guys explained that to us. So.
But really, I mean, with any position, we did that with I think every hire we've done that with, except for Shannon, our front desk, and that was just a scheduling thing. I was actually out on the road doing hail, and Melissa was stuck here by herself working her butt off to get the shop open. And she's like, man, I like her. We did 2 or 3 interviews. She's like, I like her. I think she's good, but we just can't get together on dinner. And I'm like, well, all right, we're good. Now she is like a gluten-free, dairy free.
Maybe that worked out.
I'm actually glad that we didn't go to dinner because that might have been awkward.
Right.
But Shannon has worked out great. Not that she's going to listen to the show and it's after hours. She's not here, but she's worked out spectacular. But literally every other hire, we have done that exact same thing and gone and had that meal. And I just think when we're a small business, a small company, man, like I'd say like every cog in our machine is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like if one cog breaks or sticks or jams up, it breaks the whole machine. It's not a big corporate monster where like the cogs are these little gears.
Oh yeah.
Right.
20 of them could break and nobody would even know.
Everybody plays a significant part, and it's huge.
Yep. Yeah, that's but I also like that you guys realize that you waited too long to hire some of these positions. That's it's you think we think we can do it all. And then it gets busy. And then you get a big hailstorm. And it's just crazy. And then you're so overloaded that you can't even really stop and breathe to find that hire and build somebody and put them in. Like you almost need to be strategically thinking down the road and hire just before you need them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not when you think you need them, but just before when you really need them. I think
that's why I think all of our hires have became in March, except minus the last one. All of our hires have been in March, and the new guy's going to start in March too. So
we're like, it's coming. We got to get somebody in here now.
It's going to hail again. I already know, so we might as well be prepared for it.
Yep. Yeah, we'll send Jean down when it hails for you.
Bring him on.
As long as I don't get a storm.
We've already had that discussion. I'm like, come on, buddy. I will take you gladly.
Yep, we will send him down there in a second.
That'd be awesome.
So, speaking of Jean, I'm going to take a second and do a little ad here. So we are bringing back, it's been 2 years since we pulled the initial one of these off. We were doing our Level Up Advanced PDR training here in Pittsburgh at our shop. It is a 5-day hands-on intensive class, limited to just 10 seats. If you want to find out more information or just go sign up, it's autoappearanceinstitute.com/level up. And don't take my word for it. Go hit any of our socials at Auto Appearance Institute, and we put up some testimonials from the last class to hear what some of the texts that came through were saying and what they thought of the class. So anyways, advertisement over. And
I'll do a shameless plug for you too. Mark Hunter is a guy that I recommended you talk to, and he didn't do your class, but as far as you coming down and working with him, you blew him up so much with knowledge and stuff during his hailstorm. So that's a testament to your training personally. And we all know Jean's like a freak of nature with metal, so like you can't beat that duo.
Sean is great, and Mark is, and I'm sure Mark will listen to this. I know he's a regular listener of the show. He's much like you guys in that. Got new knowledge, right? He invested in himself, got new knowledge, and he didn't just sit on it. He turned around and immediately, like before I left, he was implementing the stuff that I was teaching him. And then I think I was there in June. So for the last 8 months, like all the time, I'm watching him get better. He's running his business better. He's writing better cars. Like I would love to know the dollar figure that his investment turned into. For the 8 months. So, Mark, if you've got that number, I'd love to hear it. I made this much more because Gene came up here and taught me what I needed to hear. And also, Mark, you would really benefit from this class. You should sign up. Find a way to get down here for 5 days. We will blow your world up with physical skills.
That's what with Mark. That's what I was telling him. Like he reached out to me for a while. I was helping him where I could, and I'm a firm believer in helping somebody that's willing to help themselves. And what I was giving, the knowledge I was giving him through text and stuff, he was taking it and running with it. I was like, well, you need to talk to G. I was like, because what you're going to get from him, like, it's going to be, your mind's going to be blown. So, because I knew he would take the knowledge and do what he's supposed to with it.
Yeah, he and I think I spent 3 days with him is what I did. But man, he's all in, and he still texts me all the time. Like we stay in touch pretty well, and super impressed with what that guy's doing. I bet he ends up in the 20 group when he builds his business just a little bit more. I think you're going to see him as a member in there, because he was asking on this season, and I'm like, you're just not. No offense, you're just not ready, right? Like he just didn't have enough for it to make sense.
Right. But I'm like you, he'll get there. He's like I said, anybody that actually uses the knowledge, like that's what us, when you guys, we talk about something and kind of get together on something, we use that knowledge and try to put it to use immediately, so we can just get over that hump and move on to the next one.
Yeah, I'll totally take responsibility for being the reason we were slow to hire, because I'm the overthinker and I'm a little more conservative when it comes to doing stuff with the business. But we left that meetup here in Nashville and everybody's like, hire somebody. And we literally had an ad up on Indeed, I think that Monday after the meeting, which was the Friday before. So you take the advice and you do something with it.
Taking action is the key.
Absolutely.
That's it. You have to take action. Ideas are great, but they're worthless until you start taking action. And that's
for sure
on the other side of that jumping in and taking action and making it happen.
And I love accountability too. It's nice having a group there that's going to hold you accountable for these actions. And
there's some hard noses that'll keep you accountable in that group.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I'm one of them.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. What are you doing? You got to get this done.
Yeah. I'll call somebody out in a heartbeat. You done that yet?
Right. And Jack Bucknell's, man, even as much as Jack takes action all the time, when it's down to the wire, he'll lean into the group and he'll be like, I have to get this done in 4 days. You guys need to check in on me. And, I mean, we all do. We love to watch Jack sweat.
It's funny how much he sweats in front of a camera too. You wouldn't like
Yeah. You'll have to ask Jack privately to see his blooper reel. That's totally on Jack. But man, it's a good one. It's always a good one. It's always a good laugh for sure. So what are some things that so our audience here is all over the board, right? We could have brand new techs. We could have people thinking about getting into the business, people in the business and growing. What advice would you guys give to somebody looking to grow their PDR business?
Surround yourself with people who are already successful in your eyes. I think there is something to that saying about you need to be careful who you surround yourself with. Surround yourself with other like-minded people, other individuals who have small businesses that you see as successful small businesses. That way you can ask questions. Like with us, when we joined the group and we had the imposter syndrome, don't deny yourself the opportunity of improving because you're too scared to take that jump or you think that you're inferior. Just go for it at this. That's what I would say.
Absolutely. Yeah. I would go for people that's maybe not in the industry, trying to get in the industry, go find a proper trainer, do your due diligence to get the proper PDR training. And while you're getting the PDR training, immediately get some kind of business minded help. Like go ahead and have your business lined up before you start it. Like, cause that's one thing we didn't do. We kind of just jumped into it, and there's a lot of things we would take back starting the business.
I think a lot of people in this business are like that, right? It's if you've ever read the E-Myth or the E-Myth Revisited, I can't remember what the current title is, by Michael Gerber. He talks about different entrepreneur types, and we are full of technicians. And that entrepreneur type is just, well, I could make money doing this. Whether it was me, right? I was detailing cars as a technician and looking for a way out. And I saw the dent guy and the touch-up guy and the wheel guy and all these people. And I started looking at them and I'm like, man, the dent guy's got it figured out. He's got a truck, a 4-foot light, and a gun case full of these bent up tools, looks like screwdrivers. And he comes in here and like bang, bang, boom, fixes cars and he's gone. Like his overhead is the plug from where he drilled a hole in the jam. You know what I mean?
Right.
And as a technician, right? I'm just detailing cars as a technician. And I'm like, Then it takes me, we can do 2 cars a day. And back in the day, we were getting about $100 a car. And back in the day, he was getting about $100 to do dents on a car. And I'm like, man, he's in here and he did 3 or 4 cars and I'm still working on my first car. And the technician mindset is, well, if I'm just going to trade dollars for hours, I'm going to trade more dollars for less hours. Right?
Mhm.
Like that's just the mindset. But then you jump into it and it really is on the outside, a very simple business. Like show up, fix dents, get paid, repeat.
That's it.
But that is not what business is. That's just that is a job,
Yeah.
not a business. So
Right.
that is some spectacular advice. That's Amanda, I think you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Like surround yourself with the right 5 people. Or try to be the dumbest person in the room. That is also that is a good way to do it.
I can't say that I have encountered too many people in this industry who are successful that I don't think I can name a single one that would not want to see somebody else succeed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
why not surround yourself with those people? Because from my personal experience, we've only been met with people who want to help and see us grow.
Yes, absolutely. That's this business is full of, certainly if you're running in the right crowd, right?
Mhm.
If you're running in a crowd that you see the 3 of us running in, you are seeing like-minded, success-oriented, growth-minded people, right? Like, and they're all approachable. You know what I mean? That was one of my things on the like MTE must-dos list was like, go up to the person that you see on the internet and just introduce yourself, because we're all just regular people.
Oh yeah.
And we are all happy to stop and share and talk about what's working, what's not working, and offer advice. Like that's so
I was a PDR fanboy back in the day. I remember, there's Mike Toledo, there's Ryan Shutt, there's Gene Fetty, but everybody was approachable. Like you said, I walked up and talked to everybody like we do now, and it was great getting that, because like you said, everybody's happy to help.
yes.
One guy that I got to meet that is Levon.
Yeah.
He is no different than he is on his Instagram.
No, he is
so easy to talk to,
Yes.
and I enjoyed getting to meet him for sure. Because,
I
you think it will be weird like, talking to somebody you just see online? It wasn't weird. It was just like we'd known the dude all our life or something.
Listen, that's the power of video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why if you're trying to grow, get out there and put yourself out there and make it happen. No, Levon is great. He is. I met him at Anson. I think it was the Southern Dent Trials. That was a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was sort of just coming onto the scene, but his socials, just a dent.
I love their socials. Yeah.
There's no way you're watching my podcast and you haven't been to just in case. Go check out Just a Dent on socials, especially TikTok. I think is where he's the biggest. But Levon is a funny guy, and he's the exact same person that we went to dinner with him at MTE and gave him and Amy a ride, and exactly the same.
Yep.
He's 100 miles an hour, dude. He's like, his brain is just constantly
full of energy.
We still need to try to use the duck glue
duck tab. Yeah,
I have mine at home on my bookshelf.
I got 2, so he gave me one to pull with to make a little video about it.
Nice. Yeah,
he's actually
the one hitter.
They're actually the inspiration for us changing our videos around to being more fun and cutting up a little bit, trying to be educational. Like it works for people, it doesn't work for us. It didn't seem like so. Having fun's gotten us more views, more people talking about it and stuff like that. So I love it.
We definitely drew inspiration from them for sure.
Nice. Well, and I'm a big fan and big believer in like letting your personality come through. And we try to do that here. We try to have our socials and let it come across just like we are.
Yeah, you got Dave. He's like a cheat code.
You gotta rein Dave in sometimes.
I can see that.
But it's good. It's good. Right.
Speaking on that, like for That's another advice I can give people. Get your face on camera for your business. This is your livelihood. People need to see your face. Everybody's like, I can't do it. Go back and watch our Dapper Dent Repair's first YouTube video, me fixing a freaking dent in my van in the driveway. It's horrible. But they slowly progressed to what we are today.
The DoorDash guy came in and is like, oh, you're the guy I saw on Facebook. You know, it's funny.
It's that you get that celebrity status. And that is great advice. And I learned that a long time ago. Before you guys were even on the scene, I talked at the Advanced Skills Seminar. Keith and Shane had me up. Mm-hmm. We had launched the PDR video course. It was how to film yourself and get on camera, like little simple scripts. It was a cool little course. It was so powerful, especially back in the day, you know, like
50 years ago when I was a young whippersnapper.
When I didn't have all this gray hair. But it was so cool. And it's still so cool to see it now. When people would watch your videos, and like, I can remember this one older, he came in, he's like, I've seen you on TV. And I'm like thinking to myself, sir, I've never been on TV, but I bet you watch YouTube, you know? Yeah. But it works. Like they walk in and they're like, you're my guy. Mm-hmm. You know, like that's just, it's so powerful to get yourself out there on video and really to let your personalities shine through and then mix in, Amanda, your creativity and edits. Like it's just, I think it's a recipe for success. Absolutely. And obviously you guys are working on a good recipe for success. Look at where you're at and what you're doing.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Got to enjoy the journey.
I love it when people, you know, come in for an estimate or whatever, and you get scheduled for repairs. Is my car going to be in the video? I'm like, yeah, we'll make it happen.
That's awesome.
When we get people complaining about the songs that we choose, I was like, come get your car ceramic coated and then you can choose the song for your car's video, you know, like,
oh, that's beautiful.
I'm making a deal with you. You're going to complain about the music selection. Come bring your car and you can pick the song.
We will play Hank Williams Sr. for your car if you like. We don't care.
Right. That is beautiful. That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, good deal. Well, I try to keep these under an hour. And we're knocking on 50 minutes. Is there any other advice or anything you're thinking that you would love to put out there to the world? Not that you don't have your own weekly show, Andy, but we're a different audience. So check out the Ginger Bros Dent Show.
And our show is more centered for people to learn more about other people anyway. Like we've already told our stories, so it's nice to be able to learn on a personal level about people, which is really cool. Other advice I can give you: if Gene calls you and asks you if you want to be in the 20 group, say yes. Like even if you've had a business for a while and think you know everything, you never know everything. You always grow. There's so many minds in there that's thinking different ways to solve problems. Like don't be complacent. There's always room to grow, and the 20 group is a huge part of that.
That's the great thing about the 20 group, because when you do have a problem, you might get 4 or 5 different suggestions, and you can take what resonates with you and what you think would align most closely with your business and apply it. So, because there's no like one correct path to success per se. So yeah, if given the opportunity, just say yes and join the 20 group.
I did not pay them to say that. That is
no
100% on
We're OGs. We've been out. Did it start in 2020 around COVID?
We started right before COVID because we were supposed to have a meetup. We started, I think, the first like test meeting because I was like, I don't know how to do this Zoom stuff. How it works. I think it was February of 19 is when we started testing, and we were supposed to go live in March, and then it was June or July before we really started like officially. And we met every month, but officially doing it. And then we had to fly to Missouri because they didn't have mask mandates.
That was awesome.
Okay, so if that's the case, Dapper Dent was created and started January 1st of 2019. So we hadn't even been in business a year. Wow. So that's why we were like, how did this happen?
Listen, I don't know how it happened either.
He made a mistake.
I was in the back. I remember you, Coss. I will never forget the phone call. You asking. I was in the back of Carl's. Me and Yeager was up there, and I got off the phone with him. Jaeger's like, who is that? I was like, Gene Fetty. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, he's asking me in a group. He's like, you going to do it? I was like, of course I'm going to do it. Like,
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, Andy was mobile working out of the back of the body shop. Like, we were still a couple years away from 3 years away from getting our shop.
Mhm.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
we were a little
Well,
baby
You
business.
had your shop. Your shop was in a body shop. I
Yeah.
remember that too. Yeah.
Tools were dirty and everything.
Yeah.
Body shop life, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's one thing we didn't get to mention about our shop. We was able to purchase it too, which I feel like is huge. If you have an opportunity to purchase a retail location, I know a lot of places is probably more expensive than Dixon, Tennessee is. But if there's ever an opportunity to purchase that, like they're not making any more real estate, I recommend trying your best to purchase a shop.
It just would turn, even if first off, failure wasn't an option. But we all had the peace of mind of knowing that if it didn't work out, we could always lease the space and it was still income for us, is kind of the way we looked at it. But we didn't want to have to fall on that backup plan.
Right.
We were going to win.
It's nice to know that it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were
that's
planning on winning. So
Yes. And I had a older gentleman, customer come in that offered that same advice, but he said to take it one step further and to buy bigger than you need so you can put tenants in your space and they cover the building and then you're paying yourself rent and covering the building that way. So
that's smart.
Yeah. That's
very smart. We already wish we had more space.
Yeah. Yeah. Go bigger than you need.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've learned. We're already looking at adding on. So and it's
that would be a fail, right? We should have went bigger.
Well, that's like I remember when me and Melissa built the house, talking to friends and people, and they were like, build it as big as you can. Whether you think you need it or not, get it. They were like, my one guy, he's a dealer. He just works at a dealership now. But he goes, man, I would love to have like another foot on this side of the house. He's like, it wouldn't have cost me anything to add another foot when we were building this. He's like, it would cost me a fortune now to add a foot just to the side of the house. So we were actually looking at garages today, garage plans for the house. And I'm like, this will be good enough. And Melissa's like, nope. Remember, we need it bigger than we think we need it. So we went up 2 sizes. So
nice. Shout out to Melissa too. She doesn't get into the podcast or nothing like that, but she is amazing. Yes. We love both of you guys, and she's behind the scenes, like getting all the meetups together and everything like that. Always amazing food. Like we eat like kings when we're around you guys.
Yes. Yeah.
She's always there quick with good advice too. Like, and she's
blunt, like,
she's
man,
blunt. But yeah, I appreciate that though, because it's like sometimes you need just to be told, here's what you need to do. Instead of having it sugar coated all the time.
She's not a sweet tooth girl. She's not going to sugar coat. But she's amazing. I wouldn't I love that we get to work together. I love what we've built together. And I know for sure that I would not be where I am and who I am today without Melissa. I mean, just yes. Yeah, she's amazing. And she does hang out behind the scenes a lot, but she's doing a lot behind the scenes as well too. So
right.
She does. We've witnessed it. And like I said, she's quick with the advice too. And it's always good advice. She's never steered us wrong either.
Nope. Yep. Yeah, she's a smart chick. I think I'll keep her around for a little while.
You should.
Definitely.
You're like me. I owe a lot of my success to Amanda. Like I wouldn't be here without her. So
yeah,
we make a good team.
Yeah.
Yep. And as do we. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, for sure. It's cool. And we've got a few teams in the 20 groups. It's great to watch couples grow together and together. Yeah, I think that's super cool.
Absolutely.
Good deal. Well, guys, hang out. But I'm going to get some of my shameless plugs in. And I'll come back and you guys can take us out. So to wrap up the show, don't forget, we've got that level up training with 10-time dent competition winner, world champion. We got to get this guy a belt. Jean Vidic and myself here at our shop in Pittsburgh. Andy, they're going to be here before you're here. I'm just saying, like, you might have to come up and assist. So
hey,
do it.
I'm down. I'll be there.
That's right. 5 days hands-on to level up your PDR career. We put this together because nothing exists in this space. You go to training, your beginner training, and then you come home and then you try to figure it all out. And sometimes you don't even know what you don't know. And then when you're really good, you're ready to go like a Bryce Kelly for Smash School, like a real big Bryce Kelly level stuff. There's nothing in the middle to help you get ready for that. And that's exactly why we put this training together. Again, don't take my word for it. Go check out any of our socials at Auto Appearance Institute and check out some of the testimonials from previous students. Like it's their words, not mine. To sign up for that, because you've got to be ready to sign up. And Andy says sign up. So autoappearanceinstitute.com/level up. Go follow us on social at Auto Appearance Institute. Yeah, everywhere. And of course, our website is autoappearanceinstitute.com. Guys, thank you so much for listening. This is number 24 in the books, the first of the 20 group sessions with the amazing Patricks. So, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you on the next show. You guys take us out.
Bye,
everybody.
Perfect. All right. We'll see you guys on the next show.
Bye.